Kanan tackles the chappy waves with a single blade paddle, skipping his usual double for this rare trip. Shouldering the crimson canoe through rugged trails, Kanan forages with confidence, spotting vibrant orange lobster mushrooms. The wilderness rewards those who know where to look. The inverted canoe shields him from the wind. A flame catches the tinder, marking the shift to Campcraft. Survival here relies on mastering these simple comforts. It's a big piece of lumber, sizzling sausages and fresh onions. The explorer transforms foraged ingredients into a hearty meal, replenishing energy for the wild's demands. A final taste of the foraged lobster mushroom seals the feast with pure satisfaction. Ken gathers branches to ignite the morning fire. He prepares breakfast, reflecting on surviving unknown fungi and fiery sauces. The wilderness tests the body, yet his spirit remains unbroken. Kanan spreads the map, tracing yesterday's grueling portage and camp at Beaver Island. He covers only 5 kilometers, a slow start on Lake Temagami. The line snaps taut. A sudden strike breaks the silence, turning Campadaling into a fierce battle. Dark clouds gather, the heavy thunder warns of a coming storm. Gliding on the mirror like water, Keenan reflects on the shift from gloom to beauty. Nature's mood changes fast, demanding respect. Balancing fatigue against the forecast, he opts for a grueling night climb to secure clear skies at the summit. What do I mean? Maple Mountain appears on the horizon. Its peak is near, but the climb has just begun. He leaps onto the beaver dam, dragging the canoe through tangled branches. After 12 kilometers seated, standing is a relief. A quick rest and meal compress hours into minutes. He launches back onto the water, ready for the climb. Keenan leaves and steps onto the boardwalk, trading water for the steep mountain trail ahead. He grips the rusted ladder, hauling his body up the sheer cliff face to conquer the final barrier. At the summit, Kanan throws his arms wide, absorbing the vast Temagami wilderness below. The climb's exhaustion dissolves into pure. Oh. Keenan explains how the deep water people use these highlands as spiritual places. Kanan leaves tobacco on a prominent rock, performing a solemn ritual to honor the land. Keenan devours chicken pot pie under headlamp glow, adding chili sauce before collapsing into sleep. Upset this morning. Fire's quite nice and relaxing. Nice chill morning is in order. Amidst the drizzle, he sings of sunshine, then corrects himself with a laugh. Rain falls instead. Casting into the unknown, the line arcs over the water, starting a patient wait for life beneath the ripples. The rod bends violently under the weight. The lake finally answers, demanding absolute focus and starting a fierce battle of wills. Water erupts as the fish thrashes, forcing Kanan to manage the real tension carefully. Every turn is a calculated risk in this high-stakes stool. He lifts the net, revealing his biggest walleye yet. A triumphant shout echoes as he celebrates this monumental catch. Keenan marvels at the fish's stunning beauty, calling this unexpected catch a true surprise. He lifts the walleye, displaying its impressive size and vibrant green and gold colors for the camera to see. Kanan displays the dorsal fin and length. Though it would make good food, he decides it is too big. He returns the fish to the lake. He gently slides the fish back into the water, thanking it for the visit, so. Battling the downpour, Kanan drives his paddle through churning waters. The relentless storm tests his endurance, but the journey continues despite the fury of the sky. Hoisting the red canoe, he begins the trek to Lady Evelyn River, trading water for land each step on rock. Shows his resolve, enduring the biting chill. Keenan navigates treacherous rocks, battling cold that saps warmth. The physical burden is immense. But ignoring freezing rain demands greater mental fortitude. After the grueling portage, Keenan sets the canoe down and checks his map near Chris Willis Lake. Tracing the portage atop Frank Falls, he plans a hike to inspect the drop. There we go. A sudden tug signals a strike. Keenan snaps the rod back, locking into a fierce fight with the hidden predator. The rod snaps. Keenan stares at the broken pieces, his fishing trip abruptly ended by this critical failure. Keenan inspects the jagged break, realizing the rod snapped at its weakest point. This failure leaves him stranded without a crucial tool in the wild. Keenan braces his paddle against the rocks, using the leverage to steer the tilting canoe through the violent rapids. Touching down on solid ground, he hauls the heavy blue barrel ashore. The fatigue of the rapids fades as hunger takes over. Hungry. Battling the storm, Keenan paddles through blinding rain, his face grim against the deluge. The elements demand every ounce of his strength. Keenan stumbles on the final step. A slip on wet rock nearly sends him down, proving fatigue makes the last meter dangerous. Exhausted, Keenan slumps in the canoe. He wipes rain from his face, baffled by the struggle. Exhausted, Keenan looks skyward. He cries out in frustration, lamenting the brutal portage and regretting his choice of the canoe bows toward a towering, majestic waterfall, instantly dissolving his physical agony into fire. Even better.
Unbelievable.
Keenan steers toward the falls, calling it one of the prettiest he has seen. Soaked and exhausted, Keenan abandons the fire. He opts for a simple meal and early rest, knowing survival means entering when the weather turns fierce. The ear seen such a density of blueberries. My God. Tracing the route with a twig, Keenan points to Helen Falls. The map reveals the grueling path taken through the morning's chaos. Wet hair clinging to his face, he realizes the 6-day plan is dead. Tomorrow's exit is impossible. Resigned to the delay, Keenan accepts a 7-day trip, praying his rations hold out against the rain. Drenched and wild, Keenan screams into the rapids, surrendering to the waterfall's crushing force. Hearting a hidden rock, the canoe lurches. Keenan jams his paddle down to stabilize it. Keenan unloads the canoe and erects a green tarp shelter. This makeshift camp is more than just rest. It secures a vital foothold in the wild domain. Flipping the canoe, Keenan inspects the dense scratches on the hull. His fingers trace the damage, assessing the vessel's resilience after another brutal encounter with the river. Standing by the battered craft, Keenan smiles, officially naming the scarred canoe scratches. The name is not defeat, but a badge of honor for surviving brutal waters. Keenan mixes dehydrated beans and green onions, turning basic rations into a luxurious meal in the bush. Culinary creativity beats monotony. Reviewing the day's trek, Keenan spreads the map, tracing the 6 portages since dawn with a dry twig. The lines reveal the sheer physical toll of water and rock. Day 6 dawns. Keenan wakes on his orange pad, rubbing sleep from his eyes. He welcomes the deep rest his battered body needed. The wilderness offers rare mercy, a restorative night. Wow. No look, Keenan drops the rod, accepting 0 bites. He chooses to move on, instead of waiting. The line snaps taut. Keenan jerks the rod, screaming in triumph. The weight is over. A massive fish has finally taken the bait. A colossal bass erupts from the water. Keenan fights to control the thrashing fish, stunned by its sheer size and power. Size fish, eh? Beautiful. All right, let's get you back in the water. Water. The tool returned an empty string, which means the syllable count is within the target range. I can now output the final result. The canoe cuts through dark swamp waters as Keenan struggles to drag it, through thick vegetation and mew. Shouldering the canoe, Keenan trudges through knee-high swamp grass. The filthy water splashes his gear, fueling his growing frustration with the grueling slog. Proudly displaying 3 salami wraps, Keenan claims this is his first time packing the perfect amount of food. Escaping the swamp scrip, he launches the canoe into Diamond Lake. finally back on open water. The fish thrashes free at the gunwale, shocking Jane with its last-second burst of power. Oh! Cannon ignites the birch bark, carefully feeding twigs to build a crucial fire against the dark. Keenan dumps the pasta into the pot with no milk. He eats coffee creamer to the cheese, improvising a rich sauce from sparse supplies. Looking forward to going home like I love home, but usually around this point I have this like homeward feeling, and I look forward to using the bathe in firelight. Keenan journals his thoughts, capturing the trip's peace before retreating into his tent. These quiet reflections transform a physical journey into a personal expedition. Keenan gestures to emphasize the vital balance between society and nature. His voice drops to a solemn warning: without these sacred forests, humanity severs its deepest roots. Gesturing to the woods, Keenan describes how stepping into nature helps people reconnect with themselves. Tool returned an empty string, which means the syllable count is within the target range. I will output the final text. Keenan carries his canoe up the slope, thanking those who protect this land so we can enjoy it.